What's up, guys? My name is Sharon. I'm one of the coaches and co-founders of Conscious Fitness Systems, and today we'll be talking about a topic near and dear to my heart: why range of motion is nuanced. So we'll be talking about why full range of motion is not always the best idea, why an effective range of motion is better, and today we'll be using a press, a hip hinge, and the squat as an example. So if you look at the squat with excessive range of motion, you'll notice what's called butt wink. This is where the lower back rounds at the bottom of the squat, and this creates excess lower back fatigue, and it's just not a properly tensioned squat. By simply cutting the range of motion, we can target the muscle groups that we're actually trying to hit, such as the quads and the glutes. So if you look at the squat with the reduced range of motion, we'll notice that he's not going down quite as steep, but he's in a lot more stable position. This allows us to reduce that back fatigue we're talking about from the butt wink, and we're more able to train the glutes and quads effectively. This will also make squatting a lot more enjoyable experience if your back is not sore all the time from squatting. Alright, so next example we'll be looking at is a Romanian deadlift performed with excessive range of motion. So just like the squat, this will cause excess fatigue in the back. If you don't have the proper hip mobility to go all the way down, the lower back will start to round and then really take tension off of the hamstrings. The Romanian deadlift is one of the most commonly messed up exercises, usually because people are trying to get that full range of motion and go lower than they actually can. So if you look at the Romanian deadlift with reduced range of motion, what we'll notice is we're able to maintain a neutral spine by not going all the way down. This allows us to properly tension the glutes and hamstrings in an effective range of motion. Alright, for the last example, I want to talk about how range of motion could alter the exercise. So the first example, we talked about why excessive range of motion is a bad thing, or could potentially be a negative. In this example, I want to talk about how the range of motion could really just make it a different exercise. So we'll be using the flat press as an example for this. Okay, so we'll first be looking at the full range of motion flat press or a close grip press. What we'll first notice is the elbows have to be a lot closer to the body. What that does is it gives us a more range of motion, but it also makes this exercise more tricep dominant. And the next example we'll be looking at is the wide grip or reduced range of motion press. And in this exercise, what you'll notice is the elbows have to flare out a lot more, which turns this into a more pec dominant press. So as we saw with the press, the range of motion kind of changes the exercise entirely. One is more pec dominant and one is more tricep dominant. One is not better than the other. There are going to be different times in your training where you may need a more close grip bench or you may need a wide grip bench. So one is not better than the other. We always say it's better to train with an effective range of motion than full range of motion. So yeah, hence the topic, range of motion is nuanced. If you liked the video, please give us a like, share, and give us a follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.